New at 11, you might not know his name, but you know his work. Dr. David Grossman served Toledo and Lucas County since the late 80s. Grossman died last week, and tonight, Andre Norrell spoke to people remembering the late doctor. So, Andre, he oversaw some of the biggest health challenges, some of the changes as well in our lifetime.
Yeah, Dr. Grossman spent a lot of time here at the health department. He was on the front lines when nearly 500,000 of us dealt with the water crisis in 2014. He helped Toledo understand universal health care before it hit a federal level. And he was instrumental in changing the way we all enjoy a meal when we're out to eat. Dining out feels a lot different than it did at the turn of the century.
There would just be a haze hanging throughout the whole dining room area.
That's Doug Schmucker, the owner of a Toledo favorite.
I still believe it's the right thing.
And that's him in '03. He remembers Dr. David Grossman from a time when his restaurant became one of the first to endorse a smoking ban in Toledo.
It was going to be like in 6 months from the date of the announcement, but we decided, we being Schmucker's Restaurant, right then and there, we did not have smoking anymore in the restaurant.
Grossman was the Toledo Lucas County Health Commissioner at the time and was a big part in enforcing the ban.
A lot are just flagrantly, not concerned with their employees or the help or the law, and they're violating it. It doesn't take but maybe a minute and a half to verify that they've broken every rule.
It's a really good one. We lost a really good one.
Lucas County Commissioner Pete Gerken says Toledo was the first major city in Ohio to end indoor smoking, in part thanks to Grossman.
It was contentious. There was a lot of raw feelings about him. He was a man of peace. He would go anywhere. He'd go into bars and talk about it. He came to council meetings. And, once we did that, every city around in Ohio followed us.
Grossman was ahead of his time, sharing the benefits of the ban before Ohio voters made it law 3 years later. And that's not all.
CareNet, which you still see today, he was at the crux of that. It was Obamacare for the city of Toledo. It was health care for everybody.
He also was there during the Toledo water crisis, reassuring us all during tough times.
I want to stress that we now know that one little drink of some isn't necessarily dangerous. It's drinking some of it over some period of time.
Former Mayor Cardi Finkbeiner says Grossman was a doctor like no other.
Sometimes how much they actually care about a patient doesn't come through. Dave Grossman's patience, his caring, came through very, very clearly.
You may not have known him, but something's going on in this community today that he had an effect on.
And in community spots like Schmucker's, where that haze from more than 2 decades ago has cleared. And the air inside is a little more clear, thanks in part to Dr. Grossman. Andre Norrell, WTWL 11.